Good evening, everyone. This is Ghaid Musa. Today I'm going to be giving you a presentation on my chess game assignment. As always, I'm glad to be having this conversation with you. Thank you again for this opportunity, and I'm going to dive into the code right away. I'm going to start sharing my screen. We were given an assignment to create a chess game simulator given a certain client code. Now, before we go through the workflow, I'm gonna give you a quick little tour of the important classes we're gonna be visiting. First class is the block class. The block class has three important variables. It has the X and Y coordinators, and it has a piece. Now, the block class represents the cells we have in our chessboard. So it's going to have an X character, and Y integer, and a piece. Of course, if it doesn't have a piece, it's going to have the value not. Now, when I say piece, I mean piece of the piece class. The piece class is an abstract class that has the values killed and color. Of course, it has setters and getters, and it has an important method called move validation. The move validation is responsible for validating each move that the player takes. The move validation class is overridden in each single piece that is extended of the piece class. Of course, we are going to have 5 pieces that represent the different 5 types of chess pieces. All of them are going to extend the piece class. Now, another important class we have is the board class. The board class is an abstract class also that has two variables, the blocks and the size. The blocks is a 2D array representing our chessboard. Now, there's a possibility that we have different types of chessboards, but in our case, we're dealing with a basic 8x8 chessboard. So I created a basic board class that extends the original board class. Of course, in the future, if we need to add any kind of new boards, we can do so. All you have to do is to extend the board class. In this class, I use the singleton design pattern because I'm gonna need one class throughout the whole game. I don't want the client or anywhere else in the code to be able to instantiate another instance of this class. Now it's going to have a size, it's going to have some variables that are going to help us in the methods that are responsible for initiating our board. Of course, I'm going to go into more details in the report. Now I'm going to go through my workflow. We're going to start with the client code. This client code was given to us by Dr. Fahad. We instantiate an object of the chess game class. We're gonna read the move from the player. Here we have the code responsible for reading that move. Then we're gonna check if the player turn is for the white or the black player. And we're gonna be moving based on that. Now we're gonna go to the play white or play black that exists in the chess game. Now in this chess game, I have an instant of my board. The only instant. I have a list that includes my 2 players, and I also have a move manager. One of the comments I got in my last assignment was to simplify and try to hide the underlying details. That's why I decided to create a move manager here. So the client won't be able to access whatever is happening under the hood. Now, of course, in the constructor, I'm gonna give values to all of my variables. And in the play white and the play black, I'm gonna be calling the move piece method from the move manager. Now, in the move piece method, I'm gonna be calling, first of all, the parse move. The parse move, in the parse move method, we're gonna be doing some string manipulation to be able to parse whatever input the user gave us and be able to extract our coordinates for the start and end blocks. Now, after we do that, we're gonna call the move controller. Now, all the magic happens in the move controller. We're gonna be creating two variables from the type block, start and end. We're gonna be getting the blocks from the board using the coordinates that we received. Then we're gonna be validating throughout the code. First type of validation is if the user gave us an incorrect input, they are gonna be asked to try again, and we're gonna be returning a false statement, which won't break this loop in the move piece method. If everything is all right regarding the string, we're gonna get the source piece. The source piece refers to the piece that occupies this exact cell in the starting cell. Now, if it's null or if the move is not valid, we're gonna also prompt the user to try again. Else, we're gonna move the source piece into the end piece, and we're gonna be giving the start piece the value of null because it's empty now. Of course, we're gonna do some checks if it's checkmate or if it's stalemate or if the instance of king is killed, then the game is gonna be done. We have a flag here. This flag is changed into the chess game in the is done method that we call in the client method. It's gonna be a change to false. So whenever the to true whenever the game is done. Of course, there are tons of details that I'm gonna go more into in my report. As always, if you have any questions, please tell me so we can go into the deeper. And thank you so much.